Hi everyone, I'm Tracy Ashbourne and welcome to my YouTube channel, Tracy Starchild. It's about time I finally started talking videos. My intent for this channel almost a year ago, last July 2019, when I started this thing with some dance videos, was to always do talking videos. I was really inspired through different difficult times of my life by YouTube, because there were times where I didn't really have anyone to talk to. Maybe it was late at night, I felt I was burning my friends out, or they didn't know exactly what I was going through. And I turned to YouTube, and it was such a huge resource for me through my spiritual journey and learning about areas that I was dealing with in very difficult ways, such as twin flame relationships or codependency, love addiction, things that aren't talked about a lot. Those were areas of my life that I was able to learn a lot from YouTube, and it really inspired me to want to do my own channel. I'm 41 years old. I have lived a very colorful, full life, and I've always felt the purpose of my life was meant to make it an amazing story that I would share with other people with the intention to help. I really, at the root of it all, want to help people. I truly believe we can heal ourselves through many, many different modalities, Eastern and Western, but it all begins with really looking into ourselves to discover what it is that's going on. And I worked on myself for the past few years like it was my job, to be honest with you. And I wouldn't trade it for the world, because it's taken me on an insane, mystical, magical, amazing, dark, beautiful, rough, rocky ride that I really, really want to share with you. Traveling so much. I'm living in Bali right now, going through a lot of different training, which I'll talk about. I lived in New York City for 9 years, LA for 10 years. I was in the entertainment industry in many different facets, and along the way, my personal life has really been tumultuous, highly emotional. At many points in my life, I really didn't know how to handle my emotions. And through this journey that I've been on the past few years, I've been on a really deep dive spiritual journey, many phases of dark night of the soul, twin flame relationship that just exploded my life completely, midlife crisis, completely like confused about who I am when I retired from the entertainment industry. And I really also want to delve into mental health quite a bit. That's been a big theme of my life, from family members to even myself. I really started dealing with depression at the age of 12, and I struggled with substance abuse through my 20s, and I got sober by the time I was 30. And as soon as I got sober, I went on big pharma medication, which lasted for 10 years. And then I realized I still feel terrible. Why am I taking these chemicals and I still feel sometimes like I want to die? And that was a huge awakening moment for me in the summer of 2018. Exactly this time 2 years ago was the anniversary of when I began to wean off my medication. Something told me right then and there that I needed to go to India. And then something else told me, but first you need to go to Bali. And I didn't actually even know what Bali was or where it was, but I knew I had to go, and I came here 2 years ago in June 2018. And on that journey, with my doctor's advisement of how to safely get off my medication, I did. And I came to Bali, and it was such a beautiful healing place. And then I went to India for a full Ayurveda Panchakarma, and I'll talk about those things more in detail in other videos. And I safely got off my medication, and I haven't taken any since. Not to say I haven't suffered from depression at all, but it's not nearly to the extent of what it was when I was just masking it. The change in me is because I got really deep in looking into myself, of what my issues are, childhood traumas, shadow work, and get really into movement as medicine. As I mentioned, I was a burlesque artist. Last year, I realized It's time, rather than being an entertainer, being on show, figuring out how I can use this beautiful way of moving into helping people heal themselves. Because when I dance, I'm free. And people would often ask me, can you teach me that? And I would say, no, I'm sorry, I don't know how to teach you that. It's just from my spirit. But what I realized was people were actually asking me how to be free through movement. And I thought, I can do that. So I came to Bali in November to train with amazing, amazing woman, Malaika, in 5 Elements dance activation. And I learned how to facilitate dance journeys. And then I didn't go home like I was supposed to. I stayed in Bali. Then I went to India and I learned biodynamic breath work and trauma release. And then I went even further and I got certified in Reiki level 1 and level 2. And then I went on another retreat in March for priestess training, which I'll talk about also in another video. So I've really broadened my spiritual scape of what I'm interested in, ways to heal myself, and I've tried it all. Many, many amazing things that have worked, and it's like layers. When we're really trying to get to the root of who we are, it takes a village. It takes a team of different therapists and different modalities, trying this, trying that, seeing what really works, what helps strip away the parts that we don't need anymore. So other parts of my journey have been QHHT, which is quantum healing hypnosis therapy. I've gone through theta healings. I've done Reiki, had it done on me. Crystals, Kambo, which is a frog medicine. I've done many, many things, and I'll talk about them all with you. But I just wanted to give you a little bit of a broad picture of who I am, more than just the girl dancing in the videos, and what I'm here for. What I really want to do, my full intention, is to help. Just like I found a lot of help and comfort in YouTube videos, many, many wonderful speakers on here, I felt inspired to also do the same. Because my whole life I felt like I was living a movie. Oftentimes I think, what's the next best scene in this film, you know? And I like it like that. I like to keep it exciting. I like to mix it up. I like to try new things. And it's all about evolution of ourselves and transformation. Really, we're halfway through this year almost. This spectacular, spectacular year, whether you think so or not, in quarantine or however you've been spending it. I truly believe it's a time of a great shedding, a great mass awakening on the planet, and that is time for us to truly, if you have not yet, start to really go in. Because now or never, baby, this is the time for all of us to really get rid of those parts of ourselves that are not serving us anymore. To be our best selves. Because life is changing as we know it. The world is changing as we know it. We are changing as we know it. And these are just some of the topics I want to discuss. I'll be getting into also dance movement medicine for you, teaching you different ways and techniques to release emotional stress and blockages through dancing, breath work, and whatever. I'm really interested in knowing what you would like to hear about or what you would like to know about me and share, and how I can relate that to you. So again, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm thrilled to be doing this once and for all, and I'm really looking forward to your comments. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.